writer who starts out as an idealistic pacifist student, but ends up, when ISIS comes to her part of Syria, having to take up arms. It was one of the performances of last year's Fringe, but later in the year, when she was on tour in Australia with the previous play in the trilogy, Echoes, Filipa Bragança very sadly died. So with the support of her family, Karen Corrin of the Gilded Balloon, who co-produces Henry Naylor's shows here in Edinburgh, and Henry Naylor himself, decided to institute an award for a young woman solo performer on the Fringe, whose work was taking forward the spirit of Filipa's career, which was marked not only by her artistry as a performer, but by a tremendous commitment to other causes in our world, including the cause of equality and the cause of a greener, more environmentally sustainable world. So now I'd like to ask Henry Naylor and Karen Corrin to come up here and announce the shortlist and the winner of the very first Filipa Bragança Award for a young solo performer.
Karen Corrin has morphed into Felicity Holbrook. Felicity was somebody who starred with Filipa doing Echoes, which is a show we did 2 years ago, and they were like very good mates, and they were both brilliant together. So, although this award, for the people who knew Filipa, is tinged with kind of sadness for us, it's awful to have to present this award in a name. It should be seen as a celebration, because Filipa was a beautiful, warm and lovely person who brought sunshine into every room. This award is an award for an emerging female artist performing in her own solo theatre show. And hopefully, the festival is about discovering new ideas, new approaches to art, and hopefully this award will help discover new performing talent and give the nominees a big push and get them the rewards that they all deserve. And now, although this award is set up by people who loved her, and thank you very much, Karen Corrin. Honestly, you've been brilliant setting this up, and thank you very much to the Gilded Balloon for your tireless work. Please don't see this as a memorial. It's a celebration of talent, of humanity, of excellence in the craft of theatre. And in the same way that Filipa showed charisma, intelligence, passion, integrity, humanity and brilliance in her craft, so too do these nominees. And I don't say that lightly. These were chosen by a team containing some of Britain's leading critics, and the standard, honestly, is absolutely staggering. I think this has been a very good year for theatre, and there were loads and loads of potential nominees for this. Filipa was a very modest and a very humble person, and I know she would have been honoured to have her name associated with these excellent performers, and I hope in turn that they should feel honoured to be associated with her, because they're all wonderful. And to the nominees and the winners, I say, I really hope this award helps you in your careers, because you deserve to go far. Now I'm going to hand you over to Felicity, who's going to talk you through the 4 nominees.
Thanks, Henry. Says, we've been really privileged, the other judges and myself, to see so much incredible, important work being produced by some phenomenal female solo performers, so thank you so much for all of that. It was difficult to narrow down, but nonetheless, here we are, and here's the shortlist. In February 2016, 2 artists got on a cargo ship and retraced one of the routes of the transatlantic slave triangle, from the UK to Ghana to Jamaica and back. Their memories, their questions, and their grief took them on a journey along the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. The resulting work was Salt, part of Northern Stage at Summer Hall, a piece about grief, ancestry, home, forgetting, and colonialism. Our first nominee is an artist and performer based in Leeds. Her work is playful, participatory, intimate, and focused on the politics of identity. Selena Thompson. From the creator of the hit show Black is the Colour of My Voice comes a new short story about the 20th century African-American experience. Set to original music and traditional gospel and blues, Woke at the Gilded Balloon details the lives of 2 women 42 years apart in the struggle for civil rights. The Edinburgh-based co-writer and star of this timely and confrontational piece hails from Florida and is rapidly establishing herself as an accomplished writer, singer, and actress. Our second nominee is Afia Campbell. third nominee was shortlisted in 2016 for the Alfred Fagan Award and also for the Soho Young Writers Award. Developed by Tallowa Theatre Company and Soho Theatre's Writers Lab, Half-Breed, which runs at the Assembly Daily, is a partly autobiographical dark comedy about finding your voice when you feel innately different. Our third nominee this morning is the supremely talented star and writer of the piece, Natasha Marshall. And our final nominee is a young performer who won prize money for her previous theatre show at Belgium Festival. The money was meant to produce a new show, but instead she decided to spend it on buying an ice skating rink. At this year's Edinburgh Festival Fringe, she recounts her tale by masterfully exploring our world and our place within it as she skates around the stage. Hailed as a remarkable performer for her powerful, comic and confessional delivery, our final nominee for the Filipa Bragança Award is Suzanne Boltonhouse.
Drum roll, everybody, and the winner is... Whoa, that's good. The winner is Selena Thompson of Salt.
Gosh, so this one really means a lot. Sorry, I've not prepared anything. Okay, I'm going to thank people and then I'll say something. So first of all, the trip that I did to make Salt was crowdfunded. Like 200 people came together and gave us £5 to allow us to do that journey. So first and foremost, I want to thank them. There's no such thing as a solo show, not really. They always come together from a collective. I want to thank Mayfest, Make in Bristol, and also Yorkshire Festival for commissioning it when it was like an insane idea. No one thought we could ever pull it off. I also want to thank the National Theatre Studio for giving me time and space to write and make it better. All the team at the Attenborough Centre for giving us a technical week and taking excellent care of us. Hannah Poole and the team at Africa Utopia for having us do it at the South Bank. And then my creative team, so Dawn Moulton, my incredible director and the artistic director of Eclipse, who's here with me. Tanuja and Tim from Sleep Dogs, and Shana, who all worked on our sound. Katrina Radiva, who did the design. Cassie Mitchell, who did the lights. Louise, who is my incredible production manager and holds my head together. And Emma Beverley, who is my partner in crime and my producer and love to pieces. Also my mum and dad and my sister and my friends, because the show makes me sort of a broken, vulnerable, needy mess, and they hold me. And it's a real honour, man. I'm properly overwhelmed. Thank you.